Okay. Cheers. What's going on, everybody? Obviously, this is later than normal for the whatever report, but I had to watch my Chiefs go back to the Super Bowl. As a Chiefs fan, 5 years ago, if you ever told me I'd get to see them go to the Super Bowl twice in a row, I told you were crazy. But yeah, super excited. I will not bore you guys with Chiefs talk, although that's kind of really what I want to do. But I'm not going to. This is the whatever report. We're talking about comics. We'll talk about the Chiefs a little bit. And then we'll get out of here. So this is later. I postponed the whatever report till late. We called off D&D for this week. So because I wanted to watch the game, and it went pretty much how I thought it would. So yeah. Don't see anybody in here just yet, so hopefully some people will see me. This was impromptu and late. Oh, there's William Smallwood. What's going on? And Magic Lasso. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a few minutes here late. I did actually pick some stuff up. I had a couple of trades come in. I had a book come in. I did get to my comic shop this week and picked up 2 weeks worth of comics. Good grief, the stack is getting big again. I need to watch it. So okay. Yeah, DJ Clock 6. Okay. What's going on, Alexander? It seems to be his entry. He's very passionate about it. I have to say, I think Jeff Johns' writing the last several years has dropped off significantly, but that's just me. And I have actually read some of these, although I've mostly been reading. The one thing that I did pick up that I've mostly been reading is the last couple days is this. I'm about halfway through Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule. I'm a big fan of Charles Soule as a comic book writer, and I am loving this so far. So super excited about that. Today was not the Super Bowl, TJ. That is 2 weeks from today. They just won the right to go to the Super Bowl. So yeah, 2 weeks from today, the whatever report will be delayed again, and or may not happen because I was in the Super Bowl. So, he doesn't understand. I haven't read any of the death metal stuff. I don't know. I didn't have any interest. I wasn't a big fan of the Batman Who Laughs. I know that was a big part of all of the death metal stuff, and I just didn't bother with it. Evening, Brett. What's going on? So, all right. But yeah, I did pick up some books. Obviously, I've been reading that. I did pick up a couple trades. I picked up volume 2 of Something is Killing the Children. Looking forward to reading this for an indie show coming up. I really enjoyed volume 1. Can't wait to read volume 2 finally. Lasso. Actually, I don't even know who the halftime show is. I know they've announced it, but I have no idea who it is. And then I picked up the hardcover. If you guys watched earlier this week, we wrapped up the Cinder on the indie show. I picked up the hardcover volume 1, and I have a hardcover volume 2 on its way. So yeah, super excited I absolutely love this series. If you've never read the Cinder, I couldn't recommend it enough. In East and West are my favorite ones I've read. Four-Way Flashers, what's going on? I got some names I don't necessarily recognize. So thank you for hanging out. Comics for Cheap, what's going on? So yeah. And then obviously I picked up 2 weeks worth of new books. Still reading Marauders. Only X book I'm reading, but I've been a big fan of the series. So any series that focuses on Storm, Kitty, Emma, and occasionally with appearances by Iceman and Bishop is a pretty good X-Men series for me. Just saying. Well, that one would be affected by the Super Bowl, TJ. So Super Bowl's on Sunday. That's a Saturday thing, and I appreciate you saying that. It's this week it continues to crank along, get a ton of views, and get me subscribers. I appreciate everybody who watches it. I appreciate the kind words. Because, yeah, I probably, if it wasn't for everybody, all the support I get with that, I probably would have stopped doing it a long time ago. But, let's see. So I did read this. This was so good. Kind of a transition issue from what was going on, the stuff with Shaw and everything, to where they're going next, I think. So, yeah, a little bit of a transition issue. Looking forward to where Marauders keeps going. Batman, Catwoman. Yeah, I'm not. The dang thing keeps jumping around so much. Like I was hoping this would be good Tom King. Like, Tom King is a hit or miss for me. Some of his stuff I really love. Some of his stuff I'm like, Like, I just find this hard to follow. I picked up the Jim Lee cover because, yeah, it's Jim Lee. I just find it hard to follow. I actually picked up both covers because I also wanted, because Phantasm was on the cover on this one. He's jumping around, like, in the past, 2 different periods in the past, plus, like, the future, and I don't know. It's not off to a great start. Thank you, Bear. What's going on? Noga, what's up, my friend? Thank you for coming and hanging out for a few minutes. I already talked Chiefs for a minute at the beginning, but I won't bore everyone with that. But yeah, needless to say, I'm super excited. And I'm just going through my weekly pickups here. So let's see. I finished reading, I read Immortal Wonder Woman. This seems interesting. This is way in the future. I thought all of these were like 10 years in the future. This is like way in the future. So I had to get the Jim Bartel. And because I'm stupid, I actually picked up this Peach Momoko because I actually liked this Peach Momoko. So anyway, I don't know why I ordered 2 of those. I'm not very smart sometimes. Thank you, D-Rock. I am not taking it for granted. I know, like, to me, it's still stunning that we're going to the Super Bowl. So I am in the Super Bowl. I am not. I will be watching, and I'm already concerned because our left tackle got hurt and is probably going to be out now. So that's not a good sign. But we got Mahomes. Yay, sports ball. I'm actually showing comics here, John. So I did finally start reading some of the Future State stuff this week. A couple of them I read that I may go through that were in the. Actually, I think I already put them away. But yeah, so I've finally been catching up on some of my reading there. Nightwing, this was good. Actually, like, of the ones I've read so far, this one I might have liked the most. Because I'm a Nightwing fan, but I just thought this was a good concept. He meets the Knicks Batman. I think this one was fun. This one was good. No. Finally, my shop finally got their replacements for Wonder Woman, although I did not get my Frisson cover, but I did get the Joel Jones cover. And yeah, so read this. Not what I was expecting. It was fun, but it just kind of drops you into a story like you should know who she is. And we'll see where issue 2 goes, but I'm a little like, I could have used just a little more understanding of how she fits. But it was good. Let's hope the Lions turn it around. Their new coach seems like a good choice. No. What the heck? How that guy got a head coaching job, I don't know. Maybe he'll be good. I hope for your guys' sake. Lions fans are long-suffering, but I think the reason they're long-suffering is because they make decisions like hiring that guy. That interview was terrible. Yeah. Vikings first. There you go. Okay. So those are the only ones that were new this week that I got through reading wise. I have not read the rest of the stack. I did pick up the Art Germ Catwoman because it's Art German's Catwoman, and yeah, so I haven't read that yet. That Future State. Oh, the other Future State I read was the Harley Quinn. Yeah. What kind of, like, I saw somebody, they were talking on the radio that, like, apparently he's trying to be a coach from the 1970s because, yeah, he's like, no players today are going to think that's inspirational or anything. It's just weird. Hey, Jackson, what's going on? DJ, there you go. And then I picked up Teen Titans was the other one I picked up. And why I did this to myself, but I did pick up both covers of Teen Titans. I haven't read this yet. This book is actually, I guess, the one future state book that's popping because of Red X. But because of Descender, I had to get this Dustin Win cover. Because, yeah, because it just did. And then I had already grabbed the original. There you go. Why they didn't try to steal our offensive coordinator. Oh, I forgot because he's never called plays. Oh, wait. Neither does the guy your team hired. He's not experienced. Oh, wait. He's been a coordinator for 3 years on a Super Bowl champ. Unlike the tight end coach you guys just hired. He's not a leader, except Bieniemy, like every player that's ever played with Bieniemy is like, he should be a head coach. He's awesome. He's amazing. Yeah. Oh, wait. One has skin color like mine and one doesn't. Anyway, so it does. Starfire does kind of look like her, doesn't she? Like the way he draws her, yeah. Definitely a little longer hair, but yeah, definitely got the Tulsa look to Starfire. So ASM, haven't read this yet. Yeah, it's Nick Spencer ASM. Who cares? I did pick up Gwenom versus Carnage. The MJ becoming from Gwen's universe becoming Carnage, so that'll be interesting. Like, I don't know if Alexander's trying to be a troll or if he's just really obsessed with Doomsday Clock, but yeah. He's welcome to his opinion, but hopefully he has more to bring to the chat than that. And then I have not read the next Batman yet because I haven't read the first one yet. It's still in my pile from before to read. So, but I did pick up this cover to next Batman, which is not actually the cover I thought I was getting, but this was the one that was in my pile, and I was like, whatever. So I thought I was just getting the A cover. Oh yeah, the cat disappears and goes, and now she's found a zip tie or something. I don't know what she's got that she's like batting around. So, and yeah, that guy is gone, and yeah. So I already put him in timeout. So yeah, he can go away. If he comes back and acts like that, he's gonna be out of span. So yeah. So there you go. Sorry, I lost my train of thought with whatever that was. Some guy being weird. So anyway, yeah, so those are the books I picked up this week. So a bunch of future state stuff. I've only read some of it. I've enjoyed the ones I've read. I enjoyed the Harley Quinn. I enjoyed the Wonder Woman. I really enjoyed the Nightwing. Haven't read next Batman yet. Haven't read the Teen Titans yet or the Catwoman yet. So Harley, that's my cat's name. So discuss King Batman. I did talk about the fact that I read Batman Catwoman, and I'm finding it very confusing right now. Like the second issue first issue was a little confusing because it was jumping around. The second issue was really bad. I thought the way it jumped back and forth. Yeah. So, well, he's in timeout for 5 minutes, and we'll see if he comes back and can let the Doomsday Clock go and actually be part of the conversation, or if he just gets banned. So, yeah, apparently he's been getting banned in lots of places. So, but anyway, so yeah, that's those are all my pickups. Things coming up on the channel. Comic Gorge tomorrow night on John's channel, on this guy's channel. We're gonna be hanging out. We got Super Rush going for the three-peat to see if he can win that 9.8 slab, but he's got to take down Alex the Comic Hoarder. And now I'm blanking on the other two people that are on the team that are playing. I gotta look back at the little thing John sent me. John will tell you. Oh, I don't recognize the icons. Dang it. Tony Fett and I'm so bad. Gosh. John will put it in there. Tom King Batman. And there you go. Flashpoint. So there you go. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. I'm a little more relaxed this time than I was the last time, or at least right now I am. Like, I'm not as nervous about being on. Hopefully, we're finding our groove. I'm having a blast. That I don't have to go, and then I get to be a part of Comic Gorge and don't have to chase books. That is a lot of fun to me. Yeah, be a bunch of DC stuff. So, which means I should have just picked all Marvel. Maybe I should just put in all Marvel categories tomorrow night, like Avengers and Iron Man. All it's gonna be Marvel. Oh wait, I shouldn't say that out loud. So, no, there's 4 people: Super Rush, Alex the Comic Hoarder, Tony Fett, and Flashpoint are the 4. So, like the end of the King, like, no, it was very uneven. I like parts of the King Batman run, but overall it was not great. I had higher hopes for this Batman Catwoman thing just because it seemed to be more in his wheelhouse, in terms of like a 12 issue, very focused. Where he stunk in Batman, where it got bad was because he went too long. He had a story to tell. It was about 65, 70 issue story, and he tried to tell over 100 issues, and then Marvel or DC finally cut him off at 85. And yeah, it just was too long. It was too long. He drug it out, and that was where he went wrong. I had high hopes. I still have hopes for Batman and Catwoman, but so far it's not off to a great start. What's going on? Yeah, lots of hot takes. Every issue. There you go. So yeah. Unfortunately, John and I agree on a lot of stuff, which is frightening for me. I shouldn't say that. John has good taste sometimes. But I do find that like I like to give him our time, but like usually our takes are very similar on a lot of the stuff we read. So, what did I say? There's Bearded in the house. What's going on, Bearded? Fantastic Beasts wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. I've enjoyed both of those. They're not great, but I enjoyed both those movies. So yeah, we will at the end. We'll probably talk a little bit about WandaVision, episode 3. So I'll give you all fair warning if you haven't seen it yet. I'll do a little spoilers right at the end of this. I was on Phoenix Comics, which is my local comic shop. They have a YouTube channel. I was over there last night. We were talking WandaVision, full spoilers. So yeah, but all right, am I excited? Yes, I am very excited. I was like, what am I excited about? Oh yeah, the Chiefs. I am super excited. I'm trying to just enjoy this run because I know it'll last as long as it lasts with Mahomes, and then we'll probably go back to being mediocre for a long time. So I'm going to enjoy every minute of Mahomes that we get. Since the cat started bombing me. She's never really done that. She's never like reacted to music or TV she just ignores all that stuff. She just does what she does. She's very independent, and yeah, at the moment, well, she used to be super independent. In her old age, she's gotten very like a little more needy and wants attention. But yeah, she'll be. But no, she's never really paid attention to that kind of stuff. She doesn't go down for that. She sleeps. She eats. She occasionally does like the crazy time is what I call it, where she just runs through the house. But otherwise, yeah, she doesn't really do much. So, yeah, say no. What else we got going on? But yeah, that's it. Indie show was supposed to be Tuesday. We were going to do Monstrous. We're postponing again. Daymers is fighting the COVID. Sorry, Daymers, if I wasn't supposed to share that, but so he's doing okay, but we're going to postpone. And then Tacoma actually had something come up too. So, but we'll be back at it at some point. Friday, I need to check. I don't know if we're going to do Wicked and Divine on Friday or not because I haven't actually confirmed. He's still not the Lion. You know, they're not, and I'm thankful. For a long time, in some ways, they were worse than the Lions because the Lions just never even make the playoffs. They're just always like, for a long time, the Chiefs we make the playoffs and then we lose in the most heart-wrenching, spectacular, mind-numbing way possible. That was kind of the history of the Chiefs. Yeah, that's not the way anymore. So I appreciate that. So, well, yeah, after I did it, that's my bad, dude. I shouldn't have, but I'm glad you're okay with it. So yeah, I don't even know what I am for sure. We were going to do Wicked and Divine on Friday. I need to confirm that with some people. So I'm not sure what else is coming up this week, but we'll figure it out. We may do something at some point. I do have a couple things coming in. Well, I have the second hardcover volume of Descender coming in, like I showed earlier. And then I have a book coming in theory. We'll see when it gets here. It's coming from Canada, so I don't know how long it'll take. Yeah, I don't know what else is going on. I just really want to talk Chiefs, and I'm trying not to. But yeah, I'm not trying to think what other comic stuff to talk about. How far are we in? We're only 22 minutes in. I don't want to talk about. I did violate his HIPAA. I'm bad. I'm in trouble. That was not cool. I should not have done that. But anyway, I did it, so I feel bad. I'm trying to laugh it off and keep going. So other things going on with the channel. Obviously, if you watched today, Cash or Trash was back for the first time in like almost 2 months. Hopefully, I'm going to start doing those a little more regularly with football being over and away from the holidays. And I really was kind of. I actually think the Packers would have been the tougher team for the Chiefs to beat. But I was rooting for the Packers because I just am so sick of Tom Brady. But no, I guess I can. When the Mahomes beats him, we can just move along. But yeah. That's good. I know you've been doing pretty good, but yeah. not on air. No. Yeah. I'm super like 3 players. Losing Fisher though tonight. Like to the Achilles. It's gonna hurt. He and Mahomes are both like. Yeah, the Chiefs have been really good when Fisher plays, and when he doesn't over the last couple of years, they've struggled. We already were missing our Schwartz, our right tackle. It's just, yeah, I'm worried about that. I'm a little worried about Snead not playing in being in the concussion protocol because he's been huge for us on defense. But yeah, there you go. Only on his Patreon. Hey, until 2 years ago, I didn't know what that was like either, man. It can happen. You guys got Burrow. He might be something. He might be something. You get a QB. That's all it takes. I mean, the Chiefs were a playoff team for a long time, but they had Alex Smith, and they could not win in the playoffs. And they got Mahomes, and it all changed. And so Burrow Burrow might be the guy for you guys. The AFC's gonna be tough. There's a lot of good quarterbacks in there. So, yeah. Well, you guys need to probably start over anyway. Stafford was just okay. But unfortunately, your coach, I think, is at this point. I think you guys got another bum for a coach. But we'll see. Maybe the initial interview isn't telling, but he's never been more than a tight ends coach, and talking about biting people's kneecaps off. In the initial interview and whatever, or in an initial press conference, but Eric Bieniemy apparently interviews bad. Give me a break. What do we got? I missed this. I don't know what. I haven't watched any of the CW shows since about season 3 of Flash, which would have been about season 4 of Arrow, and they killed off the lady who was playing Black Canary on Arrow, and that kind of pissed me off the way they did that. It was just kind of lame the way they did it. It wasn't even a good story point, I didn't think. It just seemed dumb. And then The Flash, for the 3rd season in a row, had a speedster as its villain, and I was just like, I'm done with this. I'm like, no, I felt like The Flash was already by season 3 was super repetitive, and Arrow had taken a turn I didn't enjoy. So yeah, I've watched maybe 3 episodes of Supergirl ever. I haven't watched a single episode of Black Lightning. I did watch part of the 1st season of Legends of Tomorrow, but that was it. And I never watched Batwoman. So, hey, Bill, what's going on, man? So yeah. So I just didn't ever really get, like, I don't know. I just kind of walked away from those CW shows and haven't ever went back. But super excited about WandaVision. I don't know if it's time to do that yet or not. Superman and Lois show. Yeah, he actually, I think one of the episodes I actually saw Supergirl, he appeared. So I believe it's the same one that was in the Supergirl anyway. Yeah. You're not wrong, TJ. I've heard Stargirl is good. I have not watched it. That's a character I don't know anything about. So I've heard it's been pretty good. Maybe I might watch it I got HBO Max. I might watch it at some point on there. At the moment, I'm kind of between shows. So, other than WandaVision. So, this is true. The Whatever Report is always off the rails. What are you guys talking about? There's never been an on the rails Whatever Report, I don't think. So yeah. So I can go back through my pickups one more time if anybody hopped in late. This week I grabbed a copy of Light of the Jedi, which is actually a novel, but it's written by Charles Soule, who's a comic writer I really enjoy. And I'm halfway through, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying these new characters. I'm enjoying this kind of earlier version of the Star Wars universe. So I'm enjoying that. I picked up, like I showed a couple times, it's the Cinder Volume 1 hardcover. So can't wait till I get this hardcover number 2. I'm already planning to do something with pass along the trades. I already have somebody in mind. So I'm passing along the trades the softcover trades for that. But hopefully they'll read it and pass it along, the people I'm going to send it to. So I picked up Volume 2 of Something Is Killing the Children. Looking forward to that. I really enjoyed Volume 1. I know it's like the hottest thing going in comics almost, it seems like. So excited for that. Well, this show is always for you then, DJ. So then I did get to my comic shop. The books I haven't had a chance to read yet. The next Batman number 2. I haven't read the next Batman number 1 yet, so yeah, I haven't read that. My only introduction to him was Nightwing, which I read a little bit here. I'll talk about it in a second. Gwenom versus Carnage, haven't read that one yet. ASM I don't know. ASM usually waits to the bottom of the pile right now with Nick Spencer, which just kind of makes me sad. That I really like. I pick up ASM, and it's like the last book that of all the books I pick up, it's the last book that I pull out of my pile and read. That just sucks. It shouldn't be that way. But it is. I picked up both covers for Teen Titans Future State because after reading, I was only picking up this one. It's the only one I pre-ordered. But after reading Descender, I had to get this Dust in the Wind cover. Yeah. So, haven't read that one yet. That might be the next book I actually read out of the stack. We'll see. I did get the Art Germ Future State Catwoman because I'm a sucker for Art Germ. So there you go. Unwavering focus, laser-like. I don't know why you guys watch this. It's literally me rambling for 30 to 45 minutes. Like, the fact that you guys tune in, I appreciate greatly. I don't understand because I never know what the heck I'm going to say on the show. So, I'm just going to leave this up. Laser-like focus. Wonder Woman. This was fun. It was a good read, the Future State Wonder Woman, but I would have liked a little bit more about who she is and how she became. I assume we'll get it in issue 2, or maybe they're putting it in like the Justice League or one of the others. But I was a little disappointed they kind of just dropped this in the middle without. But hopefully it worked. I mean, the story was good. It was just like I would have liked a little bit more like background to know who this lady is. But hey, Warlord, what's going on? This is the Future State I've enjoyed the most so far. I like the take on Nightwing. I'm a big Nightwing fan anyway. He's kind of stepped up as a leader of this kind of resistance. I enjoy his interaction with the new, the next Batman when they meet for the first time in this. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Like I said, the Immortal Wonder Woman was kind of fun. We'll see. It's way different than the others. It's way in the future. Like all the others, I think are supposed to be like 10 years in the future or something. This is like hundreds, thousands maybe of years in the future. So they don't really say. And again, I picked up the Jim Bartel A, and then I couldn't resist grabbing the Momoko because actually, like, I'm not a huge Momoko fan, but I just really like that Wonder Woman cover. I appreciate that. I love TJ. You're amazing. I'm glad that I can brighten your night. You guys brighten my night. Like, I live alone. This pandemic has been long. I work mostly from home. It's me, the cat, and the dog most of the time. So the interactions with you guys over the last year has saved me a lot. Have meant a lot. So yeah, I appreciate that. Now see, I'm getting mushy. I don't want to do that. My cat is funny. Like when she was younger and I first got her like one of the little laser things, I'm completely off the rails again. She used to chase it and go crazy for it. If I pull it out now, she's not in here, like, and shine it on the floor, like, she runs from it. She just takes off to the other room. She's just like, I'm gone. Like, she does not want any part of the laser pointer anymore. Don't know what started that, but she's just like, I'm out. And this started maybe around the time she was like 10. So, like, it's been going for a long time that she just runs from it. I've tried a few times over the years to get her to, nope. When she was younger, she would chase it, but nope, she just runs. She's like, I'm out. I'm not doing it. I'm not dealing with it. I missed something. They're talking about something else. Oh, Doomsday Clock. Freaking lasers. Yeah, they're talking about Doomsday Clock again. Batman, Catwoman, I got both covers. I'm disappointed so far. We'll see what happens. Tom King is not. And then Marauders, always a fun read for me. This is kind of just a transition issue. Not much going on here, really moving the story, but we'll see. but it's an X-Men book that focuses on Storm, Kitty Pryde, and Emma Frost. So yeah, I'm all in. I mean, those are literally 3 of my top 6 X-Men characters. Like, yeah, probably top 6. Because Kitty and Storm goes back and forth whether she's number 2 or Nightcrawler's number 2 for my favorite X-Men characters. He hasn't really appeared in this, but like Kitty's my favorite. And then it's most of the time it's Nightcrawler, but Storm, they're right together. Him and Storm, and then Colossus, X-23, Emma and Wolverine, or Emma and Wolverine are really close together too. Yeah. Amen. Oh goodness. So yeah, all right. We are 35 minutes in. I want to talk WandaVision for a minute. So if you have not had a chance to watch 3rd episode later, or you don't, or if you're okay with spoilers, that's fine, because I'm going to talk WandaVision. I'm going to talk spoilers. So, and that's going to be the last thing we'll do, and then we'll wrap this up. Big Will has arrived. Well, welcome, Big Will. I will tell you, I'm about to talk WandaVision and spoilers for episode 3. So if you want to hang out, great. If not, maybe I should put that across the thing at the bottom. Steven Spock, what's going on? I am really enjoying WandaVision. And I thought episode 3 was awesome. For me, there was the right balance of still having the sitcom 70s fun, goofiness, and some dark crap going on. Like Herb glitching there at the beginning. Like, it was almost like a computer glitch, like where he's cutting that and he like can't stop himself. And yeah, easily the best episode so far. I don't know if he's waving at everybody or he's waving that he's gone. So here's the thing. Is she completely in control? It's clear that she can control this world. I mean, she's messed with time in this world. She kicked her out. She's clearly probably the reason it went to color. My question is, does she understand what's happening fully? Which I don't. The end is the first time. The end of this episode is the first time I think I felt like she understands completely what's happening. But I still feel like there's something else going. Like something has manipulated her into the state where she's doing this. Is what I think is happening. But the whole, Agnes outside and Herb, and they're they're trying to rat Monica out. Like they're trying to rat her out, which she's already ratting herself out inside the Wanda at that point. But they're but they don't want to tell Vision any more than that. And like Herb's afraid of Agnes. Then she won't tell him anymore. I mean, they're like, how much of the people in the town know about what's happening to them? Are they a part of it? Or are they just victims? Like the doctor seems like he's just trapped there. Like when the way he reacts at the end, she couldn't, right? But so I feel like there's more going on. So I feel like she can if she was fully conscious of what's happening. And I think that's what's going on. If somebody is manipulating her. But man, it turned like there at the end when she like. So in episode 2, when we see the bee guy, like she completely controls the world. She's like, no, and she backs it up, right? Now this episode, when Vision seems to be catching on, does she do that, or does somebody else who's controlling this do that where he jumps back? Because I thought like the show glitched for a second, and he says something else where he's not catching on. Hey, Burke, what's going on, man? So yeah, and here's the question: like in the comics, one of the kids has her powers. So how much of what was happening while she was pregnant was her versus the baby, like doing some of that, which would be interesting. I'm just fully hooked. I'm loving it. They gave me enough. The little twist with Monica, who I don't think fully, like, I feel like she had lost, like, lost her memory and didn't understand what was happening to her until Wanda talks about being a twin, and she gets a flash. Like, to me, like, she was like, remembers something at that moment, and she says it out loud, and then she got her ass casted out. So yeah, I'm super pumped. I can't wait to see where this show goes. Like, I'm not going to go too deep into theories. I'm still leaning toward that Mephisto is the big bad, but that we won't really see Mephisto. That we'll see him like post credits of the final episode or something, but I don't know. It could be Nightmare. There's others it could be. The Frisian Wonder Woman. Yeah, like that I picked up at C2E2. That's just a print, but yeah. Yeah, I love that. I love that print, and I can't afford Jenny Frisian original art, so that's as close as I'll ever get. But that's been up there forever, Burke. Where you been? But yeah, I'm fully hooked. They got me hooked. I'm looking forward to it. Like, I really enjoyed The Mandalorian after the first 2 episodes this season. I'm way more counting the moments to WandaVision than I was to that. I can only afford one of those, so there you go. And that was before he like realized that he could actually like search people. He should. Yeah, I think everyone complained about the first 2 episodes being too slow a little bit, that they didn't give you enough. I thought the first 2 episodes were perfect in the fact that I thought they really needed to lean into what they were doing with the TV sitcom thing. That this world is there, it's functioning, there's something weird going on, but like to Wanda and Vision, this is reality, and like that it's real, for them at least, and for the people that are stuck there. And I thought it was important to establish that before you start dropping too much other stuff. And I think that they did a little bit in episode 2. Like, episode 1 didn't have hardly anything. Episode 2, they started dropping stuff with the radio and the blood and the helicopter and the bee guy. You know, there was quite a few like things in episode 2 when you think about it. And then episode 3 just, yeah, there's a ton of stuff. They're starting to really move. It was there. It's been there since I changed the camera. It has not moved. I've moved like the original art a little bit. When I picked up this piece, the piece that was there went over there. But and then the print that was over there is now like up above the Batgirl. You just can't see it. Yeah, I could see where people might be frustrated with it. I'm loving it. I'm guessing as a binge watch, it'll be amazing. But I'm okay with. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, let's binge it, man." We'd be talking about it for 2 days and it would be over. I'm glad they're dragging it out. We get something to talk about for a while we're waiting for other stuff. They're moving Black Widow back. Yeah, I'm excited that it's coming out. I'm looking forward to Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier. I feel like they just need to drop Black Widow, put it in the theater. You're gonna eat the money. Put it on Disney Plus and do like the Mulan thing where people can pay to watch it there. Just get it out, and just at some point you just got to go. And I think they're making a mistake by bumping it again, but they're talking about bumping it again. And maybe Locked in a Room. Well, like, so here's the thing. Like, she might be not necessarily locked in a room. She's locked in a town, because we see the sign for the town when Monica gets kicked out. When she gets thrown through the little bubble thing, you can see kind of the little bubbly thing around the town. So the question is, did Wanda create this bubble? Or was the bubble was she put there and somebody else created the bubble, and then she like has enough power that she can kind of control it. I'm not sure. There's a lot that could be going on. So you can call dibs if you want. It's not going anywhere. So again, I can't afford a Jenny Frison original Wonder Woman, so I will take the print that she signed. So that's limited to like 80. So I think is what these were written to. Yeah, at the beginning, when they were doing when she first got her powers, when they showed her before they fully introduced her with Strucker and stuff at the end of, I forget which one that's a tag of. I don't remember now which movie that's tagged onto the end of it. It's not on the end of Avengers, I don't think. It's on. I thought it was one after that, but I don't remember now. So anyway, I'm loving WandaVision so far. I'm super excited. My Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. Well, no, she's in the Ultron movie, but they have her. She's in one of the after credit scenes before that, where they have them trapped in rooms, and I just don't remember which movie that is. But yeah, Ultron is Avengers 2. That she's actually just fully in that movie. But yeah, I don't know anything else, gang. You saw what I picked up this week. I got a couple things coming in. Comigories tomorrow night on this guy's channel, who I know nobody's really ever heard of him or likes him or talks to him, but we're playing Comigories over there on his channel. And so, yeah. Super Russ is going for the 3-peat, try to win that slab, but he's got to take down Alex the Comic Hoarder, Tony Fett, and Flashpoint. So we'll see what happens. And the best part about Comigories tomorrow night, from my perspective, is I get to be a part of it, but I don't have to like find the books. So, which is awesome. So yeah. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. It's after 10. I got to work tomorrow. I'm going to call this. But I didn't want to try to, when the Chiefs won, I was like, I'll try to fit one in because I was debating on whether I was going to do it if they lost. I think I would have been like too mad if they'd lost, but the game went exactly how I thought it would. I thought the Chiefs were better. I didn't really think the Bills could stop them. I didn't really expect it to be that close unless we made a ton of mistakes, which we did right at the beginning. But then I did my good luck thing, and then they turned it around. I'll tell you, maybe that at some point, like all my friends, basically. So I'll do this last story before we go. Since this is whatever report. Last story. So Kansas City fan all my life, Chiefs and Royals, and for most of my life that has sucked. But hey, recent years have been great. And in 2015, when the Royals were making the run to the World Series and won it, well, they were down to Houston in the division series, 2-1, best of 5. Houston had a big lead. Yeah. Houston was up. They'd taken a huge lead in Game 4, and it looked like it was over for the Royals. And I was mad. The dog went to the door, and I was like, okay. So I took Percy for a walk. We went for a walk. And I was checking it on my, for a little bit I didn't check, but I was checking on my phone because I couldn't, not check it. And by the time I got back to the house, they had scored 6 runs and taken the lead. So taking Percy for a walk was good luck. I've used it a few times since then, but I never really thought much about it. Last year, they fell down to Houston 24-0 in the postseason, and I was pissed. And I'm like, "Come on, Percy, we're going for a walk." Again, watching it on my phone, checking on my phone. Before I got back to the house, we were ahead, 28-24. And did the same thing. And so tonight, when it was 9-0, Dog and I went for a walk. And by the time I got back to the house, when I got back to the house, Hardman had just run the 50-yard run, and 3 plays later, we scored to take the lead. So Perseus, my black lab, it's good luck. When everything's going bad for my team, I just take him for a walk, and it all turns around. So there you guys go. There you know my superstition for my team. So, Thanatos goodbye. Yes. You're welcome, TJ. What's going on, Southern? I'm getting out of here. But thanks for stopping by. Yeah, go Chiefs in a couple weeks. Looking forward to reading the rest of these future state books, and we will catch you guys next time.